You started your virtual assistant business as a side hustle, but your real goal is to earn enough so that you can quit your 9 to 5. Or perhaps you're freelancing full-time already and your schedule is booked, but you haven't reached your financial goals yet. I hear you, mama. And by the end of this video, you'll know 2 strategies for raising your prices as a virtual assistant while making your clients so happy they can't help but pay you more. I'm Lauren Golden here with a new episode of Free Mama TV, showing moms like you how to start and run a successful freelancing business from home. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new episode of Free Mama TV right here each Tuesday. The first strategy that I want to share with you today, I call the staircase method. Now, in last week's episode of Free Mama TV, we talked about how to establish your rates as a freelancer. But what happens when the going rate for a general virtual assistant is lower than your ideal rate in terms of meeting your financial goals? Or when your confidence in your services just isn't there yet? In these cases, I recommend following the staircase method. And here's how it works. Just like walking up the stairs one step at a time, you're going to gradually increase your pricing one client at a time. This means you may need to take on your first client at a less than ideal rate. But here's the deal. Rather than feeling disappointed, just engage in a short-term contract with that client to start, and look at it as getting paid to learn on the job. When you take on that next client, go ahead and charge $5 to $10 more per hour or the equivalent in project-based pricing. The next client, do it again. Following this method, the staircase method, it's easy to see how over a very short amount of time, you can actually have increased your rates quite substantially. I have a question for you. Are you increasing your rates as you gain confidence and experience in your freelancing business? Tell me in the comments below. Now, one of the things that can be hardest to do when it comes to raising our rates is going back to those previous clients that we started at a lower rate with. I get it. This is hard stuff to have these challenging conversations. But mama, you are a business owner now. So you really need to be clear on your own personal boundaries and what work you are willing to do for what rate. If it's an ideal client of yours and you are content doing the work that you're doing and the amount of time that it takes you to do it for what they're paying you, stay with that client. You might be able to specialize in something and upsell them. More on that in just a second. But let's say that this client is not really willing to come in at the price that you are starting to gravitate towards as you ascend your staircase, so to speak. You are in control of your own freelancing business, and you will have to decide whether or not it is worth it to continue doing work with that client. Now, of course, there is also the best case scenario, which is you do a short-term arrangement at the lower rate, and when you revisit your contract, you propose your new rate, because guess what? Businesses change the price of things all the time. I remember when my coffee from Starbucks cost less than $2. It doesn't anymore. I still go there and buy it. So the best case scenario, right, is that we enter into a new contract and you just explain that you have changed the rates in your business and they have gone up, and start to ascend your existing or previous clients up the staircase with you as well. Now, because you are a free mama and I know that you have been producing top-notch work and putting a bow on it, I am confident that this client will want to stick with you as well. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Lauren, what happens when you've increased your rates but maxed out your time for client work and you still haven't reached your financial goals? Well, that brings me to strategy number 2, which is find something to specialize in. When it comes to setting your rates as a freelancer, the reality is that you can charge more for services that fewer people know how to do. So if you are offering general virtual assistant services, such as email management or even scheduling podcasts or speaking gigs, you won't be able to charge as much as someone who specializes in YouTube channel management or Pinterest management or web funnel design, for example. Why? Because a lot fewer people know how to do something so particular and do it really well. Now, you may be one of the lucky ones who already knows exactly what that specialty is. But if you don't worry about it. Once you dip your toes into the freelancing world with a few clients, you'll soon get clarity and go from there, because we don't know what we don't know. And your future specialty might be a service that you don't even know exists yet. Here's this week's pro tip. Seek out professional development once you land on a specialty. Once there is something that you want to become known for, you have got to do the homework to get really, really good at that thing. If you can get your clients serious results with that one specialty and you can become known for it, Mama, the sky is the limit with what you can charge and with the referrals that will be pouring in your way. So your goal should be to learn as much as possible about this thing and become the absolute best at it. Now that you found a specific service that you can become known for, you have it to leverage to your existing clients. This is known as an upsell when you sell them a service in addition to the services you've already been hired to do. You also have this new specialized skill to take out into the market of other ideal clients that you can pitch at a higher rate than you were previously offering. Mama, you will reach those financial goals in no time. And now you know how to raise your prices as a virtual assistant by using the staircase method and specializing your services. If you need some ideas of services that you can explore, be sure to download my 70 skills checklist. You can find the link to this free resource down below. Also, if you want to join a community of mamas just like you, I have a Facebook group where thousands of mamas come together for support and action-taking tips and motivation. If you liked this video, please let me know by liking it below, subscribe, and share it with your fellow mamas. And comment below with hashtag I am a free mama if this video served you. Okay. Seek out professional. Once you dip in, pause. Oh, we're cut. Okay, bye.